What you've been working with city council, what do you feel about Ice Cube's plan for Black America? I don't know if you've read through it or anything, or if you have any outside thoughts.
I'm not familiar with his plan. I think I heard Ice Cube say something along the lines of not voting or something stupid.
No, Black people need to hold their vote unless we get something in exchange for it. Like,
he's talking about basically Black people holding our vote unless we get something guarantees in exchange for our vote, like other groups get directly. And I know when it comes to city council, it's certain limitations you have as far as what you can directly offer. But overall, what do you feel about that ideology as far as Black people withholding their vote unless the politician is willing to say our name in public?
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree the idea of not voting. I don't agree at all. Even as he has a good reason why he wants people to not vote or hold their vote hostage. Not at all. I mean, people literally. So I look at it like this: there are some people their entire job is to figure out a way for you to not to vote. Wow, that's their whole life. Like they make millions of dollars probably to figure out ways for you not to vote. You know what I mean? They gut the Voting Acts right law. The Voting Rights Act. There you go. To make it harder for you and your family to vote across the country. So not voting, is not the answer. So now we should organize the vote.
What would you say? Okay, I guess that's what you're getting to now.
You know what I mean?
It's the loss of Hillary election. You saw there's a difference in the Black voter, in the intelligence of the Black voter, in what the Black voter is asking for.
That's a fact.
Us as Black voters, especially as millennials, as we get close to 40, we've seen the mistakes that the Generation X made and all these other ones. We've seen our whole lives LGBTQ get announced and talked about in public, about what politicians are going to do, especially the Democratic Party. Joe Biden said the first thing he's going to do his first day in office is bring in 11 million new immigrants to the United States.
Right. But what is see this? Is man, I hate to say it, man, because there are certain lines that have been muddied. You know what I'm saying? Where like we can't even push back on it without some of our brothers and sisters of other cultures thinking that we're anti them. And immigration is not something that benefits anybody that's here in this country in the labor class. It doesn't benefit us. You know what I'm saying? That's something that benefits business. It gives them the ability to undercut you with labor and lessen your power within the labor force. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have any negative things to say about my people of other cultures that are here, but immigration is something that Black folks need to be more directly involved in, and we need to have a pushback when it comes to certain things, man, because
you made a post the other day and I saw on Facebook, and I saw a lot of people of other races mad at your post talking about immigration and what it is. And this is, like I said, this isn't a slight at people that are immigrants, but you have to know that our government that we pay taxes under has always, since the Immigration Act of 1871, used immigration as a means to displace Black labor and Black wealth.
Straight up and down.
And so the Democrats have done a great job of conflating Blacks with immigrants, Blacks with this, Black with that. Now the Democrats have run across a lot of issues because they're not winning a lot of offices because Black people are saying, hold up. We keep seeing you mentioning these other people's names, but you won't mention our name, and we are the victims of the original sin. As a politician, you in this new environment that didn't exist in 2008 when Obama first ran. This is a totally new environment. How hard is it you to navigate that, and how do you appease Black people specifically and still maintain a job with all these other people coming at you?
Man, that's a tough question. I don't know if I got it. But no, let me say, because it was 7 minutes long.
By the way,
but let me tell you a couple things though. One of the things that's different.
Hold on, let him talk.
One of the things that's different though about Black voters is we've been tricked into thinking it's a smart move to not vote. So one of the things that Trump has been very successful at doing, and what the Russians were doing, is suppressing the Black vote. The only reason why Trump won is not because more people want him in office than somebody else. Is he got Black people to not vote in key battleground states?
I don't know about that.
And independents to not vote.
Hold on.
Suppressing the Black vote is the only way that he wins.
Oh no!
Right.
He won by the electoral college.
But he lost by 3 million votes.
The popular vote, but the popular vote.
He lost by 3 million votes though.
Yeah, the popular vote, but that doesn't choose the president. So
that's my point.
In key areas like Pennsylvania and swing states,
Ohio, stuff like that.
He got less people to come out. He had people to not come out and vote.
Yeah, but he lost the popular vote anyway. That's what I mean. So it really doesn't matter if people came to vote for him or not.
No, if they came to vote in the right areas, he would have lost.
No. He's right. Black people did. Black people didn't go. Black people didn't go out and vote, but I don't like to necessarily blame Trump. I blame the Democrats for taking our vote for granted for 60 years.
But I'm saying, if Trump comes in and he has a plan and he's doing anything for black people, I'm saying we can't do. That's why I don't want to do the Democrats are good and the Republicans are bad, because that's not the case. The Democrats has been throwing us under the bus for the longest. Yeah. So that's why you see a lot of these celebrities coming out speaking against just voting Democrat just because. That's what I'm saying. So if there's no plan there and there's a plan on the other side, we have to listen to the other side, even if we don't agree with everything they do. Because we don't agree with none of these. Both of these parties are the KKK is Democrats, and you already know what the Republicans do. So it's like we can't really get caught up in the parties. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, when I talk, I don't talk from like, okay, Trump is bad, Trump is good.
Oh, Trump's bad.
What does he offer? Ain't all the politicians are bad. Biden is way worse.
So basically,
Biden is worse.
Yeah,
what I'm saying. So Biden is worse to me personally. So I'm saying, like, so if Biden's offering something, he has to offer something to even get me to listen to him. See what I'm saying?
Sure.
If Trump too also,
he needs to earn your vote.
He hasn't even tried to. He told me I'm not black if I don't vote for him. So I'm saying that's the disconnect we having with the whole party.
Well done. Also
with that, quite disturbed any black person they vote for Trump.
Yeah, but what you said, I agree with that too, because to me it's about policy. I don't give a fuck about all black people are doing one thing, so I have to do it. I'm not with that. But exactly. So when you to touch on it too, when Ice Cube said don't vote, and you said you think it's foolish, there's a lot of black people that feel how Ice Cube feels, and like a lot of us feels with, if you're not offering something, why would I vote for you?
Yeah, but so, again though, they're focusing on just November 3rd, right?
Well,
like if you
just
start getting involved with holding somebody accountable on election day, like you're late. That's the wrong time to be making these arguments. Like 3 years ago, you should be having this conversation. Like, hey, we representing whatever amount of thousands or millions of votes. I need you to act right and represent our positions 2, 3, 4 years ago. How you gonna get mad today and try to do that today? It's just
that's why my question is this: you have a person who wrote a 1994 crime bill, right? You watch the debate, and you hear his son is doing cocaine and all that. How many years of prison did his son do? Because niggas is doing prison time for his shit, but his kid doesn't want. Not even just that. We know Trump is we know Trump is racist, but when we can't ignore certain things Biden's doing, how can you still say vote for Biden?
After what he did,
like I
let's keep it local.
So for myself, for myself though, right?
Let's keep it local.
I think I have an opportunity to influence what Biden's going to do, and I think he has more of a desire to do what's right for the American people than Trump. But it's just at this point we just need somebody that's not going to burn the shit down, right?
Well, I need somebody that's going to denounce white supremacy.
Trump's trying to burn it all down. You know how much he don't care? Like, Trump is actively trying to put people on the Supreme Court that wants to give you all the years, right, in prison. You know what I mean? That want to take away women's right to choose. Like, actively trying to stack the Supreme Court. That's going to affect you for the next 50 years.
But I'm saying, if you look at the years,
like his first 2 years, he didn't appoint anybody on the board of directors for the post office. They said we're going to appoint somebody to hire somebody to stop your vote.
Yeah, because that was his boy. His boy is the postmaster general. What I'm saying is this. I understand cronyism in politics. What I'm saying is, if we even with the Trump thing, like, we cannot. I don't care. Like, if Biden is not talking anything, he has no track record. He's been in politics 47 years,
almost 50 years.
Almost 50 years, and
he ran with Obama though.
He ran, and then Obama did nothing for black people. I'm not an Obama fan. He did nothing for black people. That was the worst. That was the worst.
Those are so false. So false.
Okay, I'm talking about.
So when he passed the Affordable Care Act, that impacted black people more than probably anybody else.
And that's the House thing, right?
Wait, let him finish.
The Affordable Care Act, right? Obamacare, that helped black people more than anybody else. That's not one thing. He did a lot of stuff that helped black people. He didn't say, "Hey, look, this is the Black Act." This is what he didn't do.
What did he do?
He didn't say, "This is the Black Act."
Here's the issue with here's the issue like that codified with black people's main concerns is when it comes to it. Whenever we talk about a benefit Obama gave to black people, it's a benefit that everybody got, and then it happened to trickle down, and we got a little bit of benefit from it. Versus I can say,
disproportionately more than other groups. He just didn't.
It helped us, but what
for black folks.
But what I'll say is this: when it comes,
we lost Congress, so now he has to fight against Congress, who want to stop everything that he wants to do. So he has to. He can't come out and say this is the Black Act. This is all to help black people. Congress was trying to stop him from doing everything he was trying to do.
This is what I'm gonna say to that. This is what I'm gonna say. First of all, historically, whenever a new party takes the presidency, 2 years later, the House swings the other way. That's nothing that black people could have stopped because it's happened to JFK, happened to Clinton, happened to Nixon, happened to Reagan, happened to every person. Anytime a new party gets in the national office, the other side takes the House 2 years later.
That's balance.
That's balance. But what I'm saying is this. Because what I'm saying is this. Black people's again. Go back to the joke. Black people's main concern is this. We saw under Obama Native Americans get benefits that no one else can get unless you're Native American. We saw people with small hats get benefits that no one can get unless you had a small hat. When it comes to black people's benefits, we got to share with everybody. When no one else shared with Making America soundtrack, we the only ones that did that.
But why?
No one else shares in our poverty.
But why is that?
No, but I understand you might want more to happen for black people, but. Like, you guys act like Obama was like the savior, right? He was going to show up, wave a magic wand, and fix all things for black people. Like, wait a minute, when there was a first black CEO of your company, did he turn around and make it all black overnight? You know what I mean? Right. Like, it don't happen like that.
But what did Obama really push other than making it okay for men to use the women's bathroom?
Okay.
Gay marriage.
Well, I mean, he did some really progressive things.
Okay, let's back things up back to local level, though. Where do you think any of these politicians come from?
Okay, local level.
Right. There you go. Where do they come from, right? So you got to get behind the right people before they get on the ballot. You don't wait till they get on the ballot and then be trying to hold them, you know what I mean, have some kind of position, right? You need to put your guy on the ballot and make sure your guy got power.
I'm with you. If I ever run for Congress, niggas gonna know that I'm making laws for them.
Exactly.
First thing I'm gonna do is
thank you.
It's gonna be.
But this is a man that said we're not a monolith, though, right? Why do all black people gotta act the same?
But we do. You're gonna know I'm making laws for you because if you can't dunk, don't none of this shit apply to you. I'm gonna have a dunk rule on.
You can't jump. You can't jump.
If we got
you 6'4", you can't dunk. I don't have nothing to say.
We gotta code it. The niggas will know I'm talking to them. We gotta code, but they do their own coding the same way. We just don't know it.